Jed, we have everyone.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Okay. So Joy, you're gonna be like as we're going through this manual, there's a couple of things that we may tweak. So you be on the lookout so you can take note of them, okay?
All right, sir.
Thank you guys. So we're seven. Are we okay now? Or we still need someone?
It's remaining Margaret and Gabriel.
Oh, Gabriel. Margaret Gabriel. Nice. Margaret and Gabriel. All right, guys. If it's only Gabriel, that's fine. Gabriel already knows what we're working on.
I'm here, sir. I'm here, sir.
Okay,
Two of them.
sir. Margaret said she doesn't have Zoom on her device, so she'll be coming in a few minutes. She wants to download.
Fine. That's fine. That's okay. Let's wait for her if it's just a few minutes. But in the meantime, Michael, Gabriel, and Tolu, have you been able to reach out to your the people your peer mentor, mentee?
Yeah. Nancy reached out to me on Friday, but she hasn't had any issues yet. So I told her if she does have any, she should always feel free to reach out.
That's fair. Thank you for that.
So,
This is what we currently have. So we have Michael with Ijoma, Camp with Olushi, Tolu, and Nancy. So now we have Margaret and oh, we have two Nancy. Wait, do we have two Nancy here?
I think I added two of my numbers. I think I just was able to recognize the other one, so I think the other one should be taken out.
Which one? This one or this one?
One that doesn't have an ID or something.
So let me first move you from Tolu to me, and then I'll later. So now I'll bring you to Tolu. All right. So who else has not been assigned? I think he's let's see. We have Olushi. We have Nancy. We have Ijoma. Yeah. So we're waiting for one more person. while we're waiting for her, Cam, have you been able to work on the migration we're doing for what's it called now? CBW Africa.
Yes, sir. I'm still working on it right now. I'm not yet done, but work has begun, and making remarkable growth or
Oh,
progress.
thank you.
Maybe I can probably share my screen because of the
It's
discussion.
okay. No, it's okay. So long as, do you have any blockers, anything there at this time?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Okay, Mike, the the Esperanza you're working on, how's it coming along? Any issues? Any blockers?
Actually, I won't call it an issue, but it's something that will be sorted later. I just want to kind of finish the total work frame of it because through the weekend, what I was doing was helping Mr. Eman getting to do the Zoom and the social media, which I'm done with that before I came back to this yesterday night. So I should
Oh,
be done with,
nice.
yeah.
So you've integrated Zoom to
I've
the
read, I've Yeah, I've done the Zoom and I've done for social media, but it remained one of the social media, which is Facebook. You know, with the issue we have with Facebook, that if you just open a new account, you won't be able to create a new page. So when I want to be done, then I will ask him if he has a personal Facebook account, which we can use to just open a page for Esperanza. I think that should be kind of easy to do. So it just remaining Facebook alone, but
yeah,
every other one has been done.
well done. Nice. Tolu, where are we? You're
Yeah,
still working on the stars, right?
yes, but I've been able to complete almost all the pages, aside the two pages we mistakenly deleted, and then I had to recreate. So I'm working on those one of them because I had to like make the design at least to some extent similar to what we have on the other pages. So
Yeah.
those are the only two things remaining. But
Okay.
every other adjustment I wanted to make on the pages in regards to mobile responsiveness and alignment of the graphics and the rest of them has been made. But the content and the graphics, since we needed them, are still the same though. Since you asked that there wasn't any need to change them. So it's just,
Okay.
yeah.
For for your existing clients that you manage, like First Choice, Omojeso, and all of that, the like I said, you guys should just do a quick check on them. Just so not like
Okay.
you're asking them to give you work, but just checking up on them. That's it. That's a quick check.
Uh,
Okay, I'm glad everybody is okay. And I think, oh, I thought we are nine. Now we drop back to eight. Thought she joined. Um, let me see. So, Joy, could you please tell me where we are? Is she still not here? I thought she came in.
Let me message her, but she did not join us.
I think we're gonna move on. It's been recorded so that we can maximize time. So, like I said, this is gonna be fun. It's not gonna be something, and I'm glad you've already through. So there's no need to. All right, the mission is there. Our goal is to help businesses, entrepreneurs operate with structure, automation, and clarity. Because when you have those, it's easier to generate your revenue, right? And I want you to take note. We're not selling software. When you talk to people, when you say you're selling software, it kind of diminish the value. So we're not selling software, we're solving a problem. If you're able to find a problem and you provide solution, then you can be paid for your value that you're bringing to the table. So we're not selling software, we're delivering solutions. We're delivering business operating system. We're delivering an all-in-one solution. And just so you all know, my background, I have done a lot of business engagements in the past. And one thing that became very clear is that small businesses, they struggle through being able to run their business because you have multiple tools. As technology continues to advance, you have so many tools that would help you to do your business, to run your business rather, but they're all in different places. You have email systems, CRM on one, you have communications like SMS, WhatsApp, and all that in a different place. You have Calendly or Zoom, all those type of scheduling app on another. And then you also have like a social media management on another platform. Then you want to run advertisement, you have to go somewhere else to do that. You want to manage your Google profile or even reviews on other platform. So all these tools, they are all scattered and they're all disjointed. They're not talking to one another, right? And then you can imagine a small business who doesn't know how to use technology. These things can be overwhelming. So rather than them running a business, they're juggling up and they're not making progress, right? So it's important that we understand that we're selling a solution that is needed because I'm a case study and it's affordable. I used to be with HubSpot, HUBSPOT. They are a CRM platform. At some point, I was paying $350 a month just to do the same thing we're offering now. And these are facts, right? Because those platforms, as your list grows, contact, they increase you how much you pay, right? And I'm not even getting this stack of solutions with them. So it's a justification that we have an affordable solution that is very, very needed. So when you sell, sell with confidence. You're not begging, you are helping to solve their problem. And that's the difference. You're not begging them, you're not trying to cajole them. You're telling them they need you, and your job is to do your research for those who you're going to put on a demo call or talk to, and make sure you find one pain point, one area of need, and you offer it to them, right? Or even they may, if you notice being a pushback on the cost, say, "Oh, I can't afford that now." Rather than you bargaining with them to say, "Okay, let's see whether we can reduce the cost." You can negotiate and say, "Okay, what if we take out something that you don't need right now?" That, even though it doesn't make any difference to us because we stack everything for every account, but then you also make the company not look cheap, as if you are now ready to sell at any price. But you cannot always say, "Okay, so since you're not running advertisement now, maybe we can take that out and then we can come to your price point." That, it's something we should consider. All right. Um, I'm sure you're reading what's on the screen, so I'm not going to go through them. I believe you've read it. All right. So again, the core functionalities is for you to run a successful business, you have to have customers, people who are interested. So we have to capture more leads. And why more leads is because most people capture lead through forms or maybe through advertisement, but our system help them to capture leads from everything: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. We have to capture lead. If anyone is commenting on your post or sending you message, the system capture them as a lead for you. And from there, automation can kick in and respond to them and nurture them and engage with them from that point. So that's why we are a little bit different because we help you to capture more leads. And that's in addition to the forms or any other form of engagement or advertisement that is coming in from the business operations, right? So the automation tool is there. Most tasks that businesses carry out, somebody sent you a message, somebody is making an inquiry, somebody wants you to explain something, somebody made a payment, you need to issue receipt, you want to send social media post, so many little tasks. Our system has an automation through workflow, which you don't really have to know how to do, but we do it for them so that those tasks they can be carried out and then their time will be free so that they can do their business, right? It's very good for someone who is a professional and is doing side business. Anyone doing side business, anyone doing e-commerce, and maybe they still have a day job, or maybe they're very busy, right? Or maybe they don't have a lot of staff. This is suitable for them. It would really help them. Our system also has a solution that helps you to convert missed calls. If you are if you're talking to any business that is service oriented, when I say service oriented, maybe they're a mechanic, maybe they're a carpenter, maybe they're electrician, maybe they do plumbing. Anyone that has to go to the field or go to client's house or go to a client office to solve a problem, those are service businesses because when they leave the office, many times, many of them, they just one. Even if they are more than one, they are all working in the field. They hardly have someone who is taking phone calls. And these service businesses, they are not businesses that people are thinking about. If somebody calls them, it's because that person has a problem. Whether plumbing is not working, or the water is not heating up, or the light is not turning on. It's an emergency, and they always need solution right there. And so many of them, they are missing a lot of those calls. And if they miss that calls, the person who has a problem in his house or office, he's going to call somebody else because he can't wait. It's not like any other business where you can wait for someone to get back to you. And so we help this type of businesses to recover those missed calls. And the way we do that, just FYI, is if you call them, our system will pick it up. Whether they are in the field or anywhere, the system will pick it up, respond to them, get their issues, can even schedule an appointment with them, right? And as the system is doing that through SMS and our, appointment scheduler, all those informations are being sent to the business owner, even if he's working. So that's about that, right? Um, Then, like I said, we help you to collect reviews. When people are dropping reviews, you guys would agree with me, especially in this part of the world. If somebody wants to uh, engage with a service, they will go check their reviews. So reviews are very important. The system would help them collect reviews. The system would help them reply to those reviews. If the reviews are good, the system would thank them through our AI integration. If the reviews are bad, the system would also respond, apologizing to them, and can even offer them some discount or something, right? The system can collect payment and so many more. And you see what it eliminates. So I'm not going to go through that. Please, at any point in time, if you have a question, please signify by raising your hand. I'll keep my eyes in the chat. If I didn't respond on time, maybe Jack, you can let me know. Someone is trying to talk. All right. Um, Also, like I said, solopreneurs, coaches and consultants, local service businesses, agencies, growing small businesses. Those are the core people that we're focusing on. And there's so many of them, right? How do you know when a prospect is strong and will not waste your time? They're actively generating leads. They want growth. They have recurring revenue potential. they're already selling, not someone who's just trying to figure things out. I mean, we would not turn anybody away, but in terms of you managing your time, those are the people that are sweet spot for you. Or if they're already overwhelmed and they don't have structure, those are the type of people, right? Our core position statement, we help small businesses capture more leads, automate follow-up, and increase repeat revenue without hiring more staff. That's a golden thing you should put in your mind. It's also going to be in your script so that you can practice with it and all of that, right? So these are the stages of how you're going to do the job. Prospecting, right? Which is where you find them. Like I said, you can use a mix of many tools. Some of you already know where you're going to get your prospect from. Some of you may not. You can use Google. Google is always good. You can say, that's why it's important you let us know what verticals of business you want to focus on. Say you want to focus on small businesses or churches or electrician in New York, in New Jersey, in Ghana, anywhere that you think the potentials are. You make up your mind, and I mean you can always switch, but make sure you exhaust. One thing that I haven't thought about that we may need to think about. America has 54, 50. God, I don't know, 50 states, I think. So
Yeah,
maybe we need to, sorry?
I said it's 50.
Right, thank you. Yeah, 50. So maybe we need to say, instead of having all of you jump around, maybe we need to map it out and give people states so that two people will not be exploring the same state at the same time, right? Then we can take it one after the other, right? And when you think you've exhausted a state, then we can move on. You can take another state. So, Joy, take note of that, right? So the prospecting for now, we want you to start with 50 calls, right? Or a mix of 30 calls and 30 DMs. Now, the DMs could be email, that's direct message, could be email, SMS, or whatever, and then with 10 follow ups. So that's what we're asking you to, you know, to work with for now, right? And if you want to do more, it's all good for you because you get the reward of it. Now, when I say all activities must be logged in the CRM, when we're done with this, we would go to the platform so that we can see all of this in action. But if I'm juggling from here to the platform now, it may kind of be confusing. So we're just going to run through. And I'm going to show you how you can log your activity in the CRM. Very simple. If your leads are already in the system, then they're already logged in the system anyway. So you don't need to do any manual action to do that. The good thing is there's every single prospect you have, you still have to put them in the CRM anyway. And that makes life easier because right in the system, you can call them. You can call them over the internet. You can SMS them. You can, I mean, I did the demo last week where you can do whatever you want to do with any of your prospects, right? So that's the qualification. Um, so the qualification is before booking a demo, you want to confirm, like I said, you want to confirm how are they currently tracking their leads. Many of them may not have it. Many of them may not have a robust system like us. And it's good that we know so that we can use that to explain to them how we bring those leads in, right? Who handles their follow-up. The reason is because if they're manually handling follow-up, then that's an opportunity for us because then we can deploy automation to do follow-up. And then what about the response time when people make inquiries? I can bet it with you, a one-man business probably take 1 or 2 days, even not more sometimes, to reply to inquiries. But our system will reply instantly. There's nothing as beautiful as someone is ready to buy and they sent a message and you're not responding back quickly. So all of that, and then the monthly lead volume. How many leads do they currently bring in? If somebody is saying, oh, maybe two, three people in a week, five, then you know that that's a good opportunity because now, by the time we're done setting them up, just people commenting on Facebook, Instagram, and then you have a form, you have a pop-up, you have a lead capture. Now you know that you can easily bring in more leads for them, right? And what's their intention of growth. So it's good to know this because when you know this, our job is to make you close them so that we can have a client and you two can have that satisfaction and you two can have your commission as well. So the more information like this we have, the easier it is for us to do the closing and do the demo for them, right? So it's very important. And then the stage three is the demo structure. Like I said, it's all on you. If you decide to be in those demo calls, maybe one or two, or maybe at the beginning. And the reason is that when you see what customers or prospective customers are saying or how the demo is done, it may give you more insight as to how to do the job in terms of prospecting them. But at some point, if you feel like you already know, then you don't have to be in those demo calls so that it won't slow you down and you will be able to focus on other things. And I would, Joy, take note of this as well. If anyone is going to join our demo call, then that means that may affect their daily target. So we have to see how to also, make some adjustments so that it doesn't have any negative impact. Like I said, you're not the one doing stage three, and then you're not the one doing stage four, right? So the closing is closing, right? Now, any question before we move to section four? All right. So we're saying objections are buying signals. If someone is objecting, it's because they are interested. If somebody is not interested, it's either I will tell you I'm busy or I don't want to talk or he will drop the call or something. But if people are bringing objections, it's because they are at that consideration phase. They like what they're hearing. Maybe the money is not something they can afford. Maybe they want to bargain hard, but it is sign that they are interested. If he says it's too expensive, you can do a quick analysis that right now you say you are getting 10 inquiries a week. Now, with this system, if you're getting 50 inquiries, do you know what that means? Just closing on one of them would pay for this system for you. That may be your response, but it's always good to back your response with data. Give them a scenario of the other side of it's not being expensive. Because if he says it's too expensive and only one client they bring in is paying for this, then it's no longer expensive. It's now bringing revenue to them, right? If he says, let me think about it, um, you need to know there's something that is making them, he doesn't want to make that decision right there, or he's trying to wiggle his way out because of something. Maybe he feels it's too expensive. Your job is to know why, you know, why he wants to go think about it because you're right here and you're willing to work out anything with them that will make them to be set up with us. So find out what the real objection is. And when you know what the real objection is, it's easier for you to close that sales. If you say send me information, right? The response should be what specific question do you feel hasn't been answered yet? Exactly, because you will talk to someone and just send me the information. Why? What type of information? Is it like you're not clear? If you're not clear, tell me what it is that is not clear, so that I would know what to focus on, so that we would not be sending the same thing we've talked to you about. So I can, if you're saying, it seems too complicated to manage, that's what I needed to explain to me how the login backend works. So if someone says that, so now you know what the response you have to provide for them. It helps you to keep everything clear. Um, and then if he says I need to talk to my partner, you need to know what would your partner think? You know, what is it like payment? You can make the decisions. Are they the one who decide? Find out, right? Again, like I said, these are all templates. When you get to the field, sometimes the dynamics are different. And that's where your own skills, your own human relations comes in. So I'm not going to tell you what you should do. Sorry, somebody is saying mapping is essential. So can you guys tell me what do you mean by mapping? Guide me, please.
Okay, sir. You talked about having a precise location where we're getting our leads from. That's why I had to say that.
See, I see.
Yes.
All right, thank you for that. Yeah, I agree as well. Okay, so we're all on the same page with that. So, like I said, the pushback may be different, and the more you understand the platform, the more you immerse yourself in this solution, the more it's easier for you to, naturally know what to say to them. So, as long as you're providing this, consider them as a guide. You know what you do, and God will help you to do your job in a way that will bring the right results. All right. So, sales script. These are also room for improvement, right? You don't have to necessarily go through this or use this. If you want to improve on it, you can do it, share with us and say, oh, this is my own script. And maybe others can learn from it. So I'm not going to say this is exactly the script you should go with, right? Because sometimes conversation don't even go this way. Mhm. Sometimes conversations come in a way that it's not going to be this straightforward, right? All right. So I'm not going to go through all of this. They're very simple, but it's very important to like, if you see that they're interested, just tell them, why don't I um, schedule a training? Because a lot of the technical questions, you may not be able to answer them. So you can just say, why don't we schedule you for a full demo? You can see the platform. We can, and then you pull up because you're inside their CRM, and you can easily just click and schedule their time based on the time and day they gave you. The moment you click schedule appointment, we get the notification, they get the notification, the system sends reminders to them and all of that. And that's that, right? Um, this is for the closer. Since you guys are not going to be the one closing, maybe later in the future, like I said, there's room for growth. My goal is to elevate all of you and then bring more people in and we form different teams. But for now, you may not be the one closing the sales. Um, but at some point in the future, I have a desire that you guys will be able to close sales. For the purpose of this conversation, you may read it so you know, but I'm not going to read through so that I keep the information I'm giving you streamlined, right? Anyway, maybe, the first one is you frame. You tell them what you're trying to show them, just to reconnect with what they're asking for. Then you go deep into their pain. You want to bring out the issues they are having so they know that currently your business this, your business that, because the person who is doing the closing would have studied their business and all that and know where the issues are. So the person would know which area to focus on. And that's why this question will come up again, right? And then emphasize the loss of revenue by not having enough lead, right? And then show the platform as this, which I've already talked about, lead capture, automate missed call, all of that. All right. And then this is the anchor. This is where they see the value that even no matter how much they're paying, it's still going to be worth it. Right. If you close just extra 5 customers. And again, guys, you know why this is important for you? Some client journey may not go through this. Some people may be ready to sign up without doing a demo. And if that's the case, you should use this place as well. You should take advantage of all of this. If you think you can do everything without a demo, Feel free to use all of this. Feel free to use all these anchor value and all of that. Does this make sense, guys? Yeah, nay.
It makes sense. Just a few questions here and there. But just wrap up, I'll maybe ask my questions.
Yeah, so I wrapped up. I don't want to go into this today. Okay. Um, we have a total of 20 pages. Maybe we can go through, but not into details. Let me see. Yeah. So all of this will be done inside the app. So I'm not going to bother talking about them. I'm going to go through the app with you, but it won't be now. The compensation structure, you already know that 30% of the first payment, 10%. So Joyce, change this from 12 months to as long as you guys are with us. We're not going to limit that, right? Um, okay. Now, I didn't give you this 500 after 10 closed account. This will be reviewed. I know you saw it, but this 12 month, it shouldn't be 12 months. It should be ongoing. We're not going to stop your 10% for as long because our platform is a SaaS, meaning the moment they are in, they are in. They're not going to stop unless they don't want to run that business again. So as long as they're with us, they pay subscriptions every month and you get your 10% nonstop. Now, because we offer 14 days trial, some people may cancel. If they say, oh, I'm not going to, because within the 13 days, we're not charging them. So if they don't renew, if they cancel, then we lose that. So we're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. And that's why our team is going to work so hard within that 14 days to make sure they are 100% set up. That they will be so happy that the business has changed. And that's why the first thing we're going to set up is the social media and all of that, so that leads can start coming in. They'll be like, wow, they're getting inquiries, they're getting people interested. And so we haven't really had anyone canceled on us. I don't think so. We have not had anyone canceled on us since we started. So that's not something to be worried about, right? What else? What else do I want to say? There's something I wanted to say. Yeah, let me see. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll come back to it. All right, don't worry about that. We talked about this. We talked about this. This is just evaluation. Now, the evaluation is not to stop you with anything. Whatever you're getting is what you're getting. The evaluation is to help us determine who is ready to step up to being a leader. Eventually, we would have team lead, and we would have and my hope is that you all will be team lead, right? So you can manage your own team. And with that, whatever they sell, you also get commission from it. And the basic pay would also go up, right? So there are a whole lot of benefit that comes with you being able to, when you are reviewed here, there's a whole lot that comes with that if your reviews are great, right? Of course, we would continue to coach you guys. Um, Even though we wrote this one, but I don't see us doing that. We work with everybody. We would continue to support you rather than remove you. All we just ask is to show commitment and we see the effort. If you put it in the effort, you're good to go. We also have a Robin Hood lead generation where if we do any ads by ourselves directly and you're not the one generating the lead, the system would automatically assign them to you. So Joy would let you know, even though the system would automatically assign them to you, so that you would know that a new lead has been given to you. You will get the notification. And then you can move from that. These are all ethics. We don't want you to misrepresent us. If you misrepresent us just to sell, you always come back with problem. Oh, you promised me this. Oh, you said this would do that. Whatever we can deliver, don't tell them. If they want to go, let them go. Right? And we don't guarantee income because it's not just the system that determine if they will sell or not. There's so many other factors, you know, that matters in them selling. Don't disclose confidential information. Don't share internal materials, and don't speak negatively. I mean, you can compare other platform, but we don't have to be too negative about other platform, right? Um, Again, we're building leaders. Everyone on this call, they're leaders. They do their own thing. They're comfortable. They manage their time, and they're happy. So we want you to take ownership, do your thing. We're not going to micromanage you, but we would always be available to support you. And then understand that business is in the speed of time. Let the urgency be there. We're not the only one doing this. Um, it's who first come to the customer that get the business, right? Always speak good about us, right? If there's something you're not happy about, tell me, and I'll be the one to address it. But don't talk bad about us. Be our ambassador. Show your happiness, right? And let's be helpful to one another. Let's let the team support each other, right? We celebrate all of this, right? And this is my final statement here. Um, and I'm sure you've all read that. So that's about that. And we would stop here. And when else we come, we will go and do demo, like go into the system and walk through. So at this point, I'm ready to take questions.
Okay, can I go first?
Um, by all means, please.
Okay, so thank you so much for this training. At least it's more insightful when you speak and we can hear you. When you read, there are various understanding to what you read, but hearing from the founder himself, you have more understanding. So to my understanding now, Vista SaaS exists to help entrepreneurs and small businesses operate with structure, automation, and clarity so revenue becomes predictable and scalable. So, are they, aside from the small businesses, carpentry, whatever, are there specific market scope we're looking at? Like, are there specific kind of businesses we're looking at? Is Nigeria included? In as much as you talked about the US, I don't know. Have you been able to like okay walk around some Nigerian firms? Are they able to meet up with the pays and all of that structure? So we could know, in as much as we're generating leads, to know that okay, these are the allocations we're looking at and all.
Oh, brilliant, Nancy, brilliant. Um, we, if you look at the manual, we identified a couple of verticals like small businesses, one-man business, solopreneurs, service businesses, and all of that, right? E-commerce. But beyond that, geographically, we can cover anywhere in the world. We don't have data to help us determine where we have sweet spot, right, yet. But because we're based in the US, so that's our primary market. But needless to say that we are relevant anywhere in the world. And that's why with your own research, you can say, you know what, aside from whatever we're doing in the US, I'm focusing on London, England. I'm focusing on Germany, whatever. So there's no limitations, right? In terms of Nigeria, we are actually was thinking if there's a way we can scale this to Nigeria, that'd be great. And I think you all have the potential and the opportunity to try that maybe you may want to try Nigeria. I would even highly encourage Nigeria. The only limitation that I foresee, depending on uh, this sector you're targeting in Nigeria, some may think it's too expensive to pay $97 a month, or some may think for some people it's not a lot, but for some people it may be a lot. So I will leave that to you guys to do your market testing and let us know how feasible this is for Nigerian market. But definitely, yes, we're open to Nigeria or anywhere. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. And sorry, I have another question. Uh, do we have like a marketing team aside just the sales team? Because most of the benefits we have as sales leads are just the fact that you have to get leads by marketing adverts. So I don't know how often our marketing adverts go so that it doesn't look like it's more rigid for just the sales team to generate leads, because convincing these clients most times on this generating leads don't easily come by. I don't know if you understand. So sometimes when they see demos, when they see adverts and all of that out there on the system, they tend to, okay, by their likes, maybe by their questioning, by their comments, we have to, okay, this is a tool to reaching out to these people. So are they marketing strategies set up for stars? Hello, do you understand me, sir?
Yes, I do. Um, yeah, so like I told you right now, every market has different dynamics. So for Nigeria, if there is any way that similar businesses do their marketing, we are open to that. Definitely, we want to support the sales team with marketing. But within us, we would begin to also run ads, right? We're going to be running social media ads, right? LinkedIn ads, type of marketing, or whatever marketing approach that would help the sales team. We would definitely bring that on board. Prior to you guys coming in, we were actually talking to a digital marketing guy who's going to set up some ads for us that we would use to also, enter the market. But we're open if there are ways in your prior companies and engagement where the marketing works, let us know. Um, I intentionally did not say, oh, a marketing staff, because the dynamics is different now. This is a system as a service. We're not like a brick and mortar where you have to go to people's office to go do marketing. So if there are any virtual online type of marketing that we can adopt, um, we would definitely get it done. And we would have someone in-house who will be managing those efforts, right? Does that answer the question too?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. All right. Anyone else, guys? Ijeoma,
Okay, sir.
Ismail,
I have
Olushi. So, go ahead. Yes.
the leads. I don't know how we are going. How are you going to train us on how to generate these leads? Because I don't know how it's been done.
Ijeoma, I believe. Hmm, okay, that's fine. I thought we went over this during the interview, but we would definitely look into that. So that's another area of need, and we would definitely go over that for the sake of anyone who may not know how to generate leads, right? Let I think now. I think we're gonna for any of you who knows how to generate your lead is fine. But I think we just have to step up a little bit and help you generate leads, right?
Okay. Okay.
Maybe that would be helpful. But the understanding during our interview was that you are it's going to generate your leads. So I'm surprised that you say you don't know how, because in this age and time, let me give you a scenario. I go to Google, small business, like I said, depending on what your vertical is, say plumber in Lagos, for example, they come up, you scroll through, you see they already have reviews, they have website, da, da, da. So that's good. You click on that and all that, and then you make up your mind. But somebody was telling me about like Apollo and all that. Is that person on this call?
Yes, I am.
Who is that person?
It's me.
So Nancy. All
Yes,
right.
please.
So, sorry, Nancy, are you the one who does, you say you do training?
No, 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 no. I'm not the one.
Okay, so there's a lady, uh, okay, definitely not you. All right, so um, to be continued, okay? To be continued, this lead generation conversation, to be continued, Ijoma, okay? I understand what you're saying is important that you already have leads, because if you have to now be, scouting leads one by one, it will eat into your productivity. So I understand that. So to be continued, okay? Good question. Thank you for
Thank
bringing that up. Come on, guys. Beyond Nancy and Ijeoma, what about Olushi? What about who else? Sorry, who is Ismail Abdurrahim? Who is that?
I
Hi,
think
so this is Margaret. I had to use another Gmail.
Oh, okay. So this is Margaret Moses,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
All right.
sir.
So if you're not speaking, then it's like you're not here. I expect, I've had brilliant questions and comments from Ijoma and Nancy. So no pressure, but I know question is stupid, but I expect that each of you would have something to say. I don't want to do all the talking
Yes, sir.
and then you're all quiet. And I'm asking,
I do have a question, sir.
yeah, please go
So my
ahead.
first question is, once we generate the leads, we
Uh-huh.
are meant to add the contact into the Pastors SaaS app, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir. And then they said while we're going through the app, they said the app captures more leads. Is this something we can also use to generate leads for ourselves?
Yes. So based on the question Ijoma asked now, apparently most of the leads will be come from us. I mean, it's very obvious now
Okay.
that we have to do all we can to make sure you all have enough leads, right? So don't worry. And that's why I told you that in the course of our conversation, I'll find out areas that we need to improve on because we don't have a sales team yet. So it's very obvious that we have to make sure we give you leads. Very important. If we want to contact 50 leads, then we have to give you 50 leads. However, remember, it's not about how many calls, how many leads I'm reaching out. It's about how many ones I'm closing. Someone like Nancy now, who had idea on some platform that can help her to generate lead. Any platform she hosts to bring additional leads, because whatever lead you gain is under your name, is your lead, is your potential. If not, you would only have what we're giving you. But to be successful, you should do your own additional lead generation. I don't know if this makes sense.
So I want to ask one more question.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, I don't know if this is right, but like today I was wondering like why this training lasts. I don't know how long it's going to be, why it's ongoing. What the new us, the new says team, what are we expected to be doing for now till we're done with the trainings?
So many things you can do. You already know the business. You already know what this is all about. You can begin to prepare yourself. You can begin to improve on the script we gave you. You can begin to practice how to talk to them. You can begin to mentally imagine you talking to a potential customer and how to handle them. You can begin to set up a place where you're dropping your leads. You can begin to generate leads as well. You can begin to go into the platform to begin to be, because you all have an account, you can begin to add fake leads and try to call those leads and try to message them and try to just understand the platform. Everything I talked about today has given you so much you can work on, right? This is the time where you should be getting familiarized with the platform. You should be testing things out, checking things out, tagging, all kind of stuff that will make you be able to do your job very well, right? I don't know if that's helpful. There's a lot. There's so much you can be doing right now. Does anyone agree with me?
All right, that it's helpful. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sure, sure. So, salespeople, just so you know, depending on the market you're talking to, if you're talking to the US market, you are 5 hours ahead of us. Businesses are going to open in about 48 minutes, right? So that means between the time you woke up and this time and the next 45 minutes, you need to figure out what you're going to do with your time. So that when it comes to, do you want to send them email before they wake up? Do you want to send them messages before they wake up? If you want to call, um, then you know that those calls will not happen until maybe in about 45 minutes. So there's so many things you can mentally, because those are the things that we're not going to teach you. You're going to be the one to figure out what works for you. So you have to mentally begin to think how you're going to handle this whole thing. How do you want to, what's your own strategy, right? How do you want to do your job? If you decide to call them, mentally, a very clear, quiet. Do I need a headphone to plug to my computer? Is it clear? There are 1,000,001 things that you can be practicing right now, if this is helpful. All right. Who has not spoken?
Thank you very much, sir. That is very
Yeah,
helpful. Okay. Can I go on, please?
I could go on, Margaret, after
Yeah.
you're done.
All right. Thank you very much. I want to ask that if I can actually generate leads, so can I start adding contacts to my platform now? If I can do it. Hello.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
All
brilliant.
right.
You can go right ahead. So remember, your account is your account. You're not messing anything up. It's your thing. Put those leads in. You don't like them, delete them. It's fake, delete them. It's not. So just use the platform and get used to it. You can add it or from anywhere, put them in a CSV file, um, and you can upload them into the system so that you don't have to be doing it manually one by one. I want to talk about any type of question or scenario, how to do anything. And so as I'm going through the platform tomorrow, I'm using your question as a guide to demo whatever you're looking for, how it can be done, if that makes sense.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, Olushi, you were going to speak.
Yeah, so we did mention that for now, right, that we're not closing sales. So I want to know, so what we're basically doing at the moment is we're generating leads, we're doing follow-up with our leads, and for any prospective lead, that we schedule a demo and it ends there.
Okay,
Is that
so
the process?
yeah, so now again, you're right, but I also said that when you're doing your sales prospecting, some may not need a demo.
Yeah.
So that means you're ready to close. In fact, the goal is for you to close them. But if you identify, maybe they're pushing back, they want additional information, they're asking for you to demo, or they want to learn more, then that's when you put it in the question of why don't we schedule a 20-minute demo so we can show you. If that conversation gets to that part, you can be on the demo call after you schedule it, but you will not be the one to do the demo because remember, it requires someone who can move around in the system. So the what you said is incorrect. You should close. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't close sale. You should close sales. And in that manner, there's a point where you talked about closing sales. You can use all of that to close your sale, right? If you can handle all the objection right there. But what I'm saying you shouldn't do is be the one to schedule the demo and then do the demo yourself. Because I don't think you guys understand the platform enough to do the closing by yourself. Does that make sense, Alushi?
Yeah, thanks for the clarification because I thought that we would just stop at the demo phase if there is need for.
Yeah, if only if there's need for it, that's when you would schedule the time. It's still your prospect, still your lead, and if you have time, you can join the call when we're doing the demo, right? The only thing is somebody is coming in to help you. Somebody who understands the platform is coming in to help you sell it to them, right? Or if there's no objection, they're ready to buy.
Okay, so sorry, can I please say something, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
I know I had an issue with my account last on Friday. So, but this morning I was able to log into my account and I had to see some tasks that were already waiting, and some of them had deadlines today, which is imputing. I know the samples you showed us from Friday, which was imputing the numbers of leads, like 20 leads today, and then I think I've started off on that. I started using my Google search and then LinkedIn Navigator to search for my leads, and I started imputing the leads. And then I was able to update the things I've been able to go through, like I've clicking on done for some of the items that were there. So another thing I want to also ask is when would the mapping be structured so that okay we can also have an alignment for getting leads, like you earlier said.
Can you guys hear me?
Can hear you now.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, thank you, Nancy. So guys, um, I like this the way you're doing this. There's some uh task that you're following, and I like that. Everybody should follow that. And um the sorry, what was the question? Sorry, I just forgot that question. Something distracted me here.
Yeah, the question is, when would the mapping be effective so that we'll have an
Oh,
alignment of what we're following and how we're
the,
going about generating the leads?
the mapping will be done today. You know, it just came up this morning, and we're gonna do it today. Okay, I promise you,
Okay,
we'll get the mapping done today. Thank you for
okay
that
then.
question.
Thank you.
Okay. Guys, who are we waiting for?
Well, we're waiting for you. We thought you had issues with your network.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Did I answer the question? Thank you, Tolu.
Yeah, you answered Nancy already. That was it. That
All
was when
right.
we stopped.
Okay. So, guys, please know that we're all here to support you. Honestly, we are. Even me, reach out to me directly if you have any question, you need any help. We are a team. The people doing the accounts setup, everybody, we're all trying to do one thing. So nobody's alone here. Um, Let us know if you need any help. Okay. We would continue tomorrow, same time. Okay.
All right, so bye bye, sir.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
And you too, sir.
All right, sir.
All right, so bye bye, sir.